do you guys feel that the fact that the sonnet form is kind of conscious of itself, does that make it less authentic? Like a great example is the William Carlos Williams, where he basically breaks the fourth wall, the one that's like
sort of tears it apart while following the rules.
A sonnet may be made of it, odor of excess, odor of pine needles. You know, we have this very nice kind of poetic nature scene, whatever, and then suddenly we have, this is a sonnet, you know. What it's supposed to be is a love poem. Yeah. But it seems to me that, it doesn't really work for me as a love poem. It works for me as something else, sort of like an exercise. Some of them have this genuine feeling, but it seems almost tarnished by this history of sonnets being all about like writing sonnets. Like you said, like sonnets are more about writing than love.
I feel like that, and one answer to that would be Keats' sonnets, because I think Keats' sonnets feel entirely felt. Mm-hmm. They feel like he knew, the form is so built into him that he has these emotions and they flow right into the poem. Mm-hmm. And the other extreme would be, I think you can get pleasure from a sonnet that's really self-conscious, like Berryman's sonnets, where all of those, he twists and turns, it's all inside out to get the rhyme and it's fun and it's crazy, and he exploits that, let's see what a sonnet, but I think both extremes are kind of beautiful in their own way.
It's a range we're familiar with from pop music, from film, TV. That is, to what extent is the author smiling above a puppet show and saying, not bad, eh? Mm-hmm. And to what extent is the author trying to disappear and say, here's the emotion, or here's the story? That's a range, and I suppose if this doesn't sound too bland, you can do it well or ill, all on that range.
Yeah.
There are works that are trivializing, that are extremely conscious of the singer, the director, the rap artist, the poet, the filmmaker, and there are works that are terrible in that manner and ones that are very good. Yeah. Then there's the work where the maker retreats. Indeed, artificiality is not a big part of the point. Though, to create a sense of naturalness, as Williams in a way does in that poem, he's also following the sonnet tradition of showing off.
Yeah.
Odor of trailing woodbine that has no odor. And might be made of the traditional volta or turn in this sonnet. And art that tries to seem natural involves a lot of artifice.
I think it's the self-awareness that has made the sonnet form last so long.
Yeah.
Its ability to contain intertextuality, where we see first they start writing to women, then we start writing to death. Death becomes the loved thing, and then Williams pushes it one step farther and pushes into form, and the self-awareness of that is kind of the reason it's still around.
Yeah. I would say that Micah's point is the decision to make the artifice foregrounded. Is how much do you want the artifice to be part of the point? I'm thinking, I immediately made a challenge, and I tried to think of a sonnet that is not about love. I failed. They are all about love. But the one that I closed this book with is about the love of poetry. Keats first looking into Chapman's Homer, and as I try to point out, that he was reading Chapman's Homer and he wasn't reading Greek, and that he's reading it in a translation, and he just first looked into it when he's writing the poem. He's audaciously not super correct.
Yeah.
Much have I traveled in the realms of gold, and many goodly states and kingdoms seen. Round many western islands have I been, which bards in fealty to Apollo hold. Oft of one wide expanse had I been told that deep-browed Homer ruled as his domain, yet that I never breathed its pure serene till I heard Chapman speak out loud and bold. Then felt I like some watcher of the skies when a new planet swims into his ken, or like stout Cortez, when with eagle eyes he stared at the Pacific, and all his men looked at each other with a wild surmise, silent upon a peak in Darien.